The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Chargers 7.
This one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
And 8.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Henry brings it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and goal at the 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And
he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle by Derwin James.
On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he finds McLaurin. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen slings this deep, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And Washington has taken the lead.
His kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes this Washington 21. Chargers 14. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. On the right side, Henry's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the 1st half is winding down. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 3rd down. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Johnson on the return. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. And so certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on first down, Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's It's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
7-yard line.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the
down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he is out of bounds here. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Running to start the drive is Love. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
He's tackled
on the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Washington with a football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
A 3-yard pickup.
Allen off the play fake.
At the 35-yard line.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he'll find Hall. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, here's Love. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Dustin Hopkins to kick.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Down by Cole Holcomb. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 47-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
9-yard line.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here comes a very important kick now from Michael Badgley.
A 28-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They're carrying the incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't corral him. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's go! First down, Washington.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime, obviously a touchdown to win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Allen. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Eckler. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run here with Eckler. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.